I'm really tired. Work sucked. Hope things are going okay. Get the energy up! Oh yeah! Sup, Nat? Kirk FM here with Comic Impact. Top 5 releases this week. My picks that you need to know about, because let's admit it, I just care. You should listen to me. I just have your best interests in mind. That's all. What is this? This is August 5th releases. We had some really cool stuff. A couple of new titles. And also the disappointment this week is a series that started off so amazing. And now I just don't know what to make of it. So let's get right into it. Let's go. Number 5 this week, we're going to go with Infinity Gauntlet number 3 by Jerry Dugan. This is a Secret Wars tie-in. Right away, let's just talk about what a delightful surprise this series has been. And it's been just not anything like what you were used to from the series from the 80s. Also, we have Thanos, and he is in hot pursuit of the gems along with the family. But because it's Thanos and he's the most devious of devious, we are learning that he's using the time gem and keeps trying different ways to collect the other gems. But this is his new plan. He's actually befriended the Nova family that we're following. I can't quite stress enough how great this series has been, and I feel like not enough people are giving it a chance. So this is me telling you, you need to go give this series a chance. It's great. And number 4 this week, we're going to go with Miss Marvel, number 17 by G. Willow Wilson. Honestly, whenever an issue from the series comes out, I would put it in the top 5. That's how consistent this series has been. But the best part of number 17 is it's the team-up we've all been waiting for. It's Miss Marvel, and it's Captain Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, and it's all led up to this, and it is really good. It's really fun. Might I add that there has never been a bad issue in the last 17 issues of this series. Talk about that the art is always amazing on this series, but also one of the best parts is I think G. Willow Wilson is never given enough credit for how witty her banter and dialogue is, and this issue definitely showcases it in spades. Dude, did you see my shirt? Look! Doom! Their shirt is so rad! It's Doom on a unicorn! Number 3 this week. This is going to be an interesting choice, and it's not going to be for everybody. I realize that. Image Comics. We're going to go with Dark Quarter number 1. It's by Rich Tomoso. I know I just butchered your name, and please forgive me. But he is handling story and art duties on this. And how would I explain this series? It's definitely crime noir, but the art really kind of reminds me of Daniel Clowes from like Ghost World. And you wouldn't necessarily think that this works, but believe it or not, it really does. And it's great because you actually get 2 stories from this, and it's about this fictional city that is just overrun with gangsters and mobsters. And we're slowly learning that someone is picking them off one by one. There's something in my eye. I wonder what it is. What is this? It's my fingers. Definitely just really appealed to my weird sensibilities, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be some people out there that are going to feel the same way. Go check that series out. Okay, number 2 this week, Bryan K Vaughn, We Stand on Guard. Also Image Comics. Wow, Bryan K Vaughn, this series is great for that. It's this futuristic, Red Dawn influenced, the United States invading Canada story, but with giant fucking mechas. We Stand on Guard. God, I'm hungry. Way to figure that out in the middle of filming this video. I wish I had food. And it's just that Bryan K Vaughn always finds a new angle or a new plot twist or a new storytelling device to keep his stories fresh. And he does it again this week. This issue, very clever. He actually has the reader, the audience, start to suspect our protagonist of maybe being a double agent before any of the other characters in the story begin to suspect the same thing. So now he's actually keeping the reader on guard and constantly guessing what his next move is going to be in the series. Fuck you, Bryan K Vaughn. You're so good. You're so good. Fuck you. Good series. Ah, yes. The disappointment of the week. Which usually I'm like, oh, isn't this really sad? But, man, I'm going to go into this saying that I'm just frustrated with it. We're going to go with Jupiter's Circle number 5. And if you remember watching previous videos, I've actually really championed the series. It's the prequel to Jupiter's Legacy, and I really liked what they were doing with it originally. But now it's starting to kind of repeat itself, and by issue 5, you just kind of learned that at some point you're going to focus on a character, and by the end of the issue, that character is just going to do something really shitty and backstab their friends. And on top of that, because none of these characters actually have any redeeming qualities, it's starting to affect how I feel about them later on in Jupiter's Legacy. It started so strong, but like if you don't have any redeeming qualities whatsoever, and it's just starting to kind of constantly, dude, it's like a really long song, and the first, second, and third verse are actually all the exact same lyrics, so that you just kind of only need to listen to the first 30 seconds of the song to kind of get the gist of it. That's where we're at with Jupiter's Circle. It's just constantly repeating itself, and I don't see it going anywhere at this point. It's just constantly repeating itself. It's just constantly repeating itself. It's just constantly repeating itself. Hopefully Mark Millar can definitely surprise me. You know he's really good at that. But, Alrighty guys, this brings us to it. Number 1 this week, Wicked the Divine number 13. What would seem like to be a filler issue is not a filler issue in the slightest. It's also turning out to be one of the strongest showings in the series so far, and it's awesome. It follows Tara, and because of her beauty and who she looks like, no one takes her seriously. So she comes up with this really great idea that she's actually going to wear a mask and stay strictly anonymous, so that she can perform and do her songs and practice her art. And that all blows up horribly in her face because she actually gets picked to be one of the gods. And Wicked and Divine is fantastic. It talks about online bullying and abuse, and it really kind of knocks it home with how the general public are just stupid people, and how hurtful they can be, especially in a crowd mentality. These guys are so talented that they pulled it off so perfectly in this. On top of that, the first 2 trades are out. Go get them. Get caught up. Get excited about Wicked and Divine. Definitely. We need more people reading this series. I'm a little excited. I fucking love it. And that wraps up the top 5 this week. As always, comments down below. Please tell me where I got it right, what I got wrong, what you're reading. Let's just kind of open up the conversation. Especially, what is it that you look for in a comic book? I want to know, like, when you're reading it, do you just want, like, great art, great story? Or, like me, when I'm reading and it's relating a message that actually kind of makes me feel a little uncomfortable that I actually have to challenge myself and think about. What is it that you're looking for in a comic book? As always, please subscribe. Over at Comic Impact, we have other videos and podcasts, and hopefully some more interviews coming your way. And I think there's also a 500th podcast that you guys need to be checking out. Don't forget that one up last week. Click that link. And this is so much fun. As always, when you make it this far in the video, it means that you care just as much as we do here. And I love that I get to talk to comic books about you guys. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And we will see you next week. See ya. I did not use any of my notes for that. At all. I wrote notes. Forget it.